Welcome to Mondays on the Real Evolution. This week we're talking about envy and the things that we are envious of and how we overcome those feelings of envy. For me personally, I've come to a point in my life where I'm pretty happy with the way I am. There are two main things, I think, that make me envious, and that is when I look at haute couture, when I look at like high fashion, especially ones like, Galliano and, Alexander McQueen, first and foremost. He is like the best thing ever. And his clothes are amazing. And when I look at those kinds of clothes, when I look at those kinds of clothes and I know that I'll never ever fit into something like that, it makes me kind of envious of women who can. The other thing that really gets me is high-heeled shoes. I am such a fan of like platform heels, big crazy stilettos, and I just can't wear them. My feet tend to they tend to lean outwards, which means that it's very easy for me, if I'm wearing high heels, to actually sprain my ankle, which has happened. In fact, one of my favorite pairs of shoes is about 6 inches high, and I was just about to leave the house wearing these amazing shoes, and one foot went like this, and then my other foot kind of tried to correct my body, and I went like this, and I just kept kind of going like this the entire night. And I sprained both my ankles before falling over quite badly. So yeah, I'm just so not confident in wearing shoes. And I think the shoes thing it's not a fat versus thin thing. I know a lot of fat girls who can actually walk around in high-heeled shoes, but I just can't. And that makes me very sad. So one of my other things that I'm quite envious of is that, I'm not going to lie, I know a lot of people who are very, very wealthy. A lot of my friends are very, very wealthy. And I'm not trying to say that, they were given everything in life, but I do believe that things come easier, especially when it comes to money, for these people in my life. And I'm envious of them, that at the end of the day, if they lose their jobs, they'll be okay, And I know I will be too, because I know that my parents are lovely and they would take care of me, and they're quite well off. But, there would still be that sense of, urgency, I guess, of finding a new job straight away. I really, really wish I had the money to start up a massive company, like not even really start so small. I wish someone would give me $20,000 so I could just make a proper collection and work from there, and I do know some people in my life, friends who have that kind of money, whose families would be quite happy to give them that kind of money. And I'm quite envious of that too. I think those are really it. The shoes, McQueen, and the feeling of security, I guess, that some of my friends have. What are some of yours? I'd love to know what some of yours are. I mean, do you wish you looked better in a bikini? Do you wish you were taller? Do you wish you had longer legs? I'm quite envious of Carla because we're the same size, although we're smaller in some areas. I tend to be smaller under the bust than she is, but she has a much flatter belly than I do, and I'm very envious of that. I really, really wish that I could get away with wearing some of the tighter stuff that she does, because I hate my overhanging belly. Also, as you know, Sam has left us, and so we are looking for someone else to take over. Please, 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 audition for us. We would love to hear what you guys come up with. And make sure you talk about, during the audition, make sure you talk about why you think you'd be a good candidate, but also talk about your experiences with body acceptance and self-acceptance, because since that's what we mainly talk about, we need to know that the person we choose is on, as Carla said, on some sort of positive body and self-acceptance journey. This is long enough. I'm out of here, and I shall see you all next week for Food Month. We also need questions for Food Month, so please ask us questions about health, about our favorite foods, whatever, anything to do with food. Write us a question.